I want to invite a wonderful guest from Nizhny Tagil representing KUBIVA Gallery, Ksenia Koshurnikova, who will be assisted by Tony Turbitsina from Scientific Department of Garage.
Our research group began to work on this project in summer, and we contacted different colleagues and friends from different Russian cities, and we asked them if they could provide us information about self-organized art initiatives. So Vladimir Seleznyov from Yekaterinburg told me about Noga initiative, and it took place in Yekaterinburg in 2005 and 2006, and you can see some documents related to this initiative here on the wall. He also told me about great guys from Nizhny Tagil, and that's how we found out about KUBIVA Gallery. Ksenia is going to tell you more about it. Hello, my name is Ksenia, and I wanted to tell you a couple of words about Nizhny Tagil. Maybe you hear about it for the first time. It's the second city in the Ural region in terms of size. So in 2014 we opened our gallery. And actually, we don't have any art institutions. We only have Khudgraf, which is part of Pedagogical Academy. And actually, we never had any galleries, we never had any art institutions, and nobody dealt with contemporary art. No one presented it anywhere. So we thought such space was essential for the city, so we rented a garage in the industrial district next to the quarries. It was a huge garage, 100 square meters. It was absolutely empty, and I'll show you what it looks like. So gradually it was developing, more and more facilities appeared around it. And we wanted to stay in this city, we wanted to continue our work in this city, even though many young artists just leave and start doing design, start making money, whereas we wanted to be like moss in Tagil. We wanted to grow and grow and grow further and further, and so that our gallery would expand and filled with different things. All our exhibitions represent different states. We never exhibited specific objects. We always used with the entire space. The first opening took place on the 20th September 2014. And we prepared for that exhibition for half a year. We worked with the space. We built different parts or sections inside this space. And now you see the works by Vitaly, Cherepanov, glass works. We never really had any interpretations. We didn't mention details. We wanted to represent the space. Now I wanted to play a video spot for you. Then the second exhibition took place 2 months later. And you should imagine that in Urals we have very cold climate, so garage space didn't have any heating system, so we were struggling. We were fighting with the weather. And our exhibition was dedicated to it. We collected objects that were telling you about the way we were fighting for survival in very severe climate. We are 4 people, the key workers. The group is called GKP, Life as a Performance, but all in all we have about 10 people working in the gallery, but they are changing. We experiment with music, and the music that you hear in this video is our own piece of music. And speaking about the third exhibition, we wanted to start a dialogue, and we wanted to involve musicians and to see what kind of sound we might have in the gallery. So we invited a band from Magnitogorsk. They call themselves a circle or a club of schizophrenic singers. They're amazing guys, and so it was their first concert in our gallery. So you can see that light cube. This is the warmest area in the gallery, and we installed a stove there, so it became a point of attraction for all the visitors. I think it's very important for you to show this video so that you could feel the atmosphere, the environment that we have in our gallery. Of course, it's not easy to make everything at a very high level, to make it all good, but at least we are aspiring to it. Then the next exhibition was about a dialogue between the art and graphic department. So we invited the students that work at that study at that department, and there was a group of second hand called Second Hand, and actually it includes different students from graphic department, and they became the participants of the third industrial biennial that took place in Yekaterinburg. So The third exhibition was the exhibition that we organized together with the students from art and graphic department of university. And you can see how our space was changing. This is the first stage when we began to build different structures for skateboarders, for roller skaters, so that they could have some place where they could skate in winter. And we created this exhibition with different students' work, with different diaries. So, and it was opened on the 17th of December, and it looked as if it was a fallen down altar. So we used different foundation structures. We used cardboard, and then Vitaly painted different images, and that's how it began to look like a fallen down altar. And gradually, when the skaters were using it to skate, you can see the traces that their skateboards left because of their wheels. Let's say something. KUBIVA. And here you can see the warm parts of our space. It often transforms. So we had this skating ring throughout the winter, even though it was very difficult to work because you could only work inside that area which was warm. Then the fifth exhibition took place on the 5th of May. We have Alexei Takmakov and Alexander Batalov, who is a programmer. So they created the machine called Bankomart, the machine to supply art. So at the moment we have two machines like this, Bankomarts. One of them is in Yekaterinburg at the Center for Contemporary Art, and the second one is at Art Museum in Nizhny, Tagil. So you can put any banknote inside and then receive a work of art. The only thing is that you don't know what kind of work of art you will receive, and you can use either a 10 ruble note or some other note. It doesn't really matter. Then the next project was called Zatmenie, Eclipse. In spring, Leonid Tishkov had his personal exhibition, and it was homage for him. So we wanted to run this eclipse through Nizhny, Tagil, and it was a huge ball with more than 3 meters in diameter. And we used a very important resource for our city. We used online surveillance cameras. So I combine two videos here. So they made big distances from one district to another, and so here we are using these online cameras and recorded it, so any person could see this eclipse that was actually running through Tagil. This is the portrait exhibition. Orchards, fish, and we had different kind of portraits, both classical and fine art paintings and different experimental works. And one of our latest exhibitions, we were part of third industrial biennial in Yekaterinburg, and so our gallery was a sort of like a big music instrument, and throughout summer we worked with the community, with people that live in our city. We collected different music instruments, and finally we had this huge music instrument. For example, we had objects like this. This object is in front of KUBIVA Gallery. This was our first joint work with the students from art and graphic departments. We invited them to come to KUBIVA and work with us for a week. I'm sorry that the quality of this video is not very good, but I wanted to show it. This is some news, local news.